Hey, hi guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're new to this. It's our first time. So because we've never done live before, I think we totally screwed it up, but whatever. We're here now.
Right. Let's wait a little bit. Nobody's in the chat yet. There it is.
So we had previously shared another link for going live, and I think anyone who was waiting is probably at that link. But if you're here, say hello, drop a hi in the chat. We want to see who's here. Thank you for joining us. We're going to give a few moments to anyone who might have been in the other link. This is the life of a vlogger, I guess. I mean, you think you got it figured out, and then you run into bumps in the road, technical difficulties. We're still learning. We're still really new to all of this. So it's been quite an adventure to learn everything about the world of vlogging. But we're excited to share with you some updates today to see where all of this is going to go. All right. So who's here? Yeah, your other link died. I know. Sorry about that. Some sort of technical issue. We needed you here. Next time we're gonna hire you for our live streams to make sure that you're here. And
we pressed everything to go live, and then it didn't let us go live for some reason. I don't know. So what happens when you get older and you get better at technology.
Well, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. Like we mentioned, we're going to give a few moments to anyone who's still joining. Well, we'd love to know who's here. We can't see. We just see that there are a few people in the room, so we'd love to know who's here. Drop a quick message in the chat so we can see in the meantime. So what we want to do today is, of course, connect with you all. We want to say hi, see who our biggest fans are, and maybe do some giveaways whenever we get there. We're not there yet. But we want to share with you where we are in terms of the channel, what's coming up in terms of the future. We've got some things that we're celebrating, and we also want to include you in our next plans. So if you want to find out what's next, we also want to make sure you're a part of that. So I'm not seeing any messages, so come on, guys. I want to see who's here. Say hello. So anyway, let's get started. I guess we'll just do intros in case we got anyone new here today. Well, obviously, I'm Jenny. And this is Kevin, and this is our channel, Baila Travel. We're here today to share with you some exciting updates, some things that we're celebrating, and to talk about the things that are coming up next in our channel. Hi, Everett. He's got some questions already. Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you for your questions. He said, are you guys back in Chicago? What do you use for editing? What gave you guys the idea to start a channel? So really good questions. Thank you. That puts us on the spot because those are things that we want to talk about.
Yeah, we're back in Chicago. We've actually been back for 7 weeks now, close to 7 weeks. We came for some graduations, a wedding, and just to hang out, catch up with family, do some financial things back at home. For editing, we use Final Cut Pro on a MacBook, and we use the Sony ZV-1, and we actually just got a GoPro, so we're taking our vlogging
to the next level.
Underwater. Biking trails, yeah, it's a different level. So what gave you guys the idea to start the channel? We were very I don't know, lucky, fortunate to be able to travel with the jobs that we had, and a couple of people mentioned to us, man, you guys go to different places, why don't you guys start a channel? And I'm not big like on social media or just technology in general, but we give it a shot, and we decided to make this move to Mexico. So we said, why don't we just document it and see where we go from there? So
it comes down to a combination of things. So for anyone just joining, we're talking about why we started this channel. And part of it comes from motivation and encouragement from other people. And I'm a big believer in that we're only as successful as we think we are going to be, or we think that we are. And when we've got a good support team and a good support network, I think that makes all the difference as well. So we're really lucky, I think, to have each other. but we've got some really supportive family and friends, and then all of you, of course. So for anyone who's here at the moment supporting this channel, thank you for being here, because it's thanks to your support that we're able to continue growing. But part of the inspiration also came from the fact that, well, we like to travel, and we looked up travel vlogs all the time, and we looked up travel vlogs for ideas, just because we enjoyed seeing other places. And when we were researching vlogs, we noticed that there weren't many Latino vloggers out there, or at least not many that we felt we could relate to. So we thought, well, you know, sometimes when you want to see something happen, you've got to be a part of that change. And I said, well, why not? Why don't we become that thing that we're looking for? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but there's no harm in trying, right? So here we are, 8 months later. We're at 8 months now in doing Eat, Baila, Travel, and I'm having fun with it.
Definitely. It's a lot of learning. Like, I didn't know anything about editing or how to cut and paste, what to film, how to film. As you can see, like, our videos are very shaky. Like, we just grabbed up a phone and started recording, and we went from there. We just start thinking of ideas. So we run into a lot of challenges, like creativity blog, and you go to certain places, you only have certain time to film, not knowing that you have to get permits for certain places to film. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it, but we're very, very lucky, very fortunate of everybody's support that we've been able to do something like this. Of course, it takes just that inner motivation, and a lot of the times it does take time, money. But it's been fun. It's been fun. Sometimes it's really, really tough, especially when you have a deadline. It's like every Friday you have a deadline for like to put up a video, and you got to put out something.
It's a job.
Good.
It's a job with its own
job. Yeah.
It's a job with its own deadlines. It's like a business, because you're investing in equipment, your time. I've been working full-time remotely, while Kevin has dedicated most of his time to the channel and editing. So it really takes a lot of time. And so now we've gotten to know, like, not just anyone does these, not because not that they can't, but because it takes time and resources that we're just very fortunate to be able to use. So let's jump right in and talk about what we wanted to talk about today. And that starts with 2 announcements. We have 2 really exciting things to share with you all today. And the first one is, want to do a drum roll with me? We have finally monetized. We're super excited to announce that our channel is officially making pennies. We're adding a few cents to the piggy bank with each video that you watch. And so how that works is that each video, you'll now see that, or if you haven't already noticed, that there are ads now on those videos. And for every view that a video gets, every ad that someone watches, we get a few cents, or a very tiny percentage of that ad revenue that YouTube gets from that company.
Yeah, that took a lot of work. Definitely a lot of subscribers. Think a lot of the support from you guys. And it's not like we're making tons of money right now. We can't live off the money that we make. We make like,
no, this is like totally a side income. We're not really even planning on making this a sustainable thing, but if we're able to at least get the money back that we put into equipment, for example, and resources and copyrights, that would be great. Because at the end of the day, if this vlog were to go nowhere, then at the end of the day, we would have videos that we could show our maybe future kids someday. Right. And just memories for us when we're old and wrinkly and maybe don't have the hips to dance anymore. You can watch how we used to dance and travel. But you know, if it does become something, then cool, awesome. And I hope that this vlog in turn goes beyond us and it helps to inspire people. I hope that it speaks to the Latino community, especially because I know how hard it is to grow up, you know, a Latina woman specifically in an under-resourced neighborhood in the United States, where there aren't very many good role models. And the statistics are that women are either going to end up pregnant or in high school, or, you know, young men end up in gangs. So coming from those kinds of neighborhoods, for us, this is, of course, a huge privilege to be able to travel and to be able to make vlogs. So we're hoping that other Latino kids out there, and even non-Latinos. We want these videos to help inspire travel and going out there to learn, not just to travel and be like Instagram cute, but like to actually get to know these places. That's why we love local experiences so much, because that's what brings us joy in traveling, is the locals.
And that's our like main motivation to make videos out there. We try to incorporate a lot of the culture that we learn, like those videos where así se habla, where we're trying to bring just a different perspective of different places of Mexico, especially, not all of Chicago has a whole diverse, or you don't know what kind of Mexicans live in Chicago. So we want to make sure that we get to show people from Veracruz, people from Yucatan, people from Oaxaca, just different perspectives, different accents. I personally love that. So if we're gonna have this platform to be able to show how diverse Mexico is, it's what we look forward to showing you all. So yeah, definitely. We hardly ever stay in resorts. It's not our thing. We love to eat tacos in the street, so we want to bring all that culture and all that great food for you guys.
Yeah.
So,
and most of our personal network is in Chicago, because that's where we've grown up. It's our hope that even beyond Chicago, outside the United States and across the world, viewers will be able to relate to our content and at least find some joy in it. So if you're tuning in from out of town, shout out to you. Drop us a quick message and let us know if you're there.
Sorry, I'm very camera shy, Christian. I believe it or not, I am very, very camera shy. Like I struggle with this camera stuff, but I'll get in there a little bit. Maybe with this little champagne we pop later, I'll start talking a little bit more. What's up, Luis?
You guys are funny.
So
I talk a lot. I'll give you that.
Rookie, to answer your question, we're getting there. Somewhere we're about to head. Let you know where we're going next in Mexico. We have our second leg of our trip as we're organizing our trip, and we have some very interesting places that we're heading to. So far, we've only been in the south, but I will just let you know now. We're leaving back to Mexico very soon, next week. We're starting off fresh. We're going to Guanajuato first for a wedding. So while we're in Guanajuato, we'll try to bring out some of that culture, some of that beautiful architecture, colonial architecture in Guanajuato and León, and hopefully head out to San Miguel de Allende just a little bit. And then we're heading back to Oaxaca from July all the way to August. We'll be in Puerto Escondido. We were actually there in our first leg of the trip, but we decided to skip all that because we knew we had to come back.
I like how you say back to Oaxaca when we haven't even posted anything on Oaxaca
exactly.
in our vlogs.
We haven't posted anything on Oaxaca yet. We skipped straight to Yucatan. We have a ton of footage, but we're going back because we want to make sure we get these vlogs in Oaxaca right. Plus, we really liked it, and it's a place where we potentially see ourselves living. We're definitely going back to Oaxaca, and from Oaxaca, to all my people from the north, if you're from Chicago, we're going to Zacatecas. There's a lot of people from Zacatecas in Chicago, so we're going to go see Jenny's family. So we're going to see a lot of tamborazo, banda, and a lot of that stuff. So that's where we're heading to next. Alberto, we're not going to go to Kentucky, buddy. Thanks.
I mean, if there's something really cool going on in Kentucky, like a Selena experience type of concert.
Kentucky's nice, though. It's really green.
That's our announcement number 2, is that yes, we are going back to Mexico because our plan is still to live in Mexico. We're still working on the move, but it's been a slow, soft move, right? So we came back to Chicago for a few weeks, but now that we're going back to Mexico the second time around, we don't know when we'll be back to the States. We don't really plan to come back to the States anytime soon. So this, at least for the rest of 2021, it's our goal to continue traveling Mexico and exploring other cities that we've never been to before that might still be potential candidates for our new home. So now that we've been to, we spent a good amount of time in Mérida. We've seen Oaxaca, and we'll be getting those vlogs to you guys soon. Now that we've explored different places in the South, we've got some strong contenders. Like, we went into this thinking Mérida is going to be it. And then we went to Oaxaca and we're like, whoa, this might actually, be also a good option. So we feel like it's our responsibility to do our due diligence and explore other potential cities. So let us know if you have any suggestions. Like I know someone or people have suggested Querétaro to us very often. So we want to check that out. And of course, we want to take advantage of the opportunity to explore different states in the north. And are we ever going to settle down?
Hopefully,
I
but
mean,
we don't know.
Who knows? Being married doesn't mean you have to be settled down, right, babe?
Right. Oh yeah. Louis, to answer your question, what made you guys live in Mexico? Are you guys thinking of settling it down at some point? Believe it or not, we actually didn't think of going to Mexico as our first option. We actually were thinking of going to Europe. We were thinking of going to Spain, and then COVID hit. So our lives and perspectives changed a little bit because we wanted to go, to Europe, etc. And then we started reflecting and saying, why not like Mexico? When Mexico is so diverse, it's our home country. We had Mexico's probably like our third or fourth option because we really like Merida when we went. So we just started planning the whole COVID year, making sure that we were going to make this move happen. And
we ultimately decided on Mexico because it just made sense, right? Obviously, the citizenship part made sense. The languages make sense. Being relatively close to the United States in case we needed to come home quickly was an advantage. And really just the fact that la tierra te llama, your roots call to you in some way, shape, or form. Like we acknowledge that our parents immigrated from Mexico to the US for better opportunities, and they gave us those opportunities. Mm-hmm. So I feel I know I've used this a word a lot, but it's true. I feel super privileged to be able to take their sacrifices and make something of them. We've both gone to college in the United States, and now we get to take back what we've learned and our skills to hopefully contribute to something in the Mexican society and economy community. Yeah. So we're hoping to be able to give back in some way after our parents had to leave. Like I don't know if when they decided to leave, if they meant to leave forever. Who knows? But now we have this huge opportunity to go back and see if we can make a life there.
So yeah, Louis, also the video about opening up a bank account, it'll be coming up sometime in July, August, because I'm going back to the place where I opened up my bank account, and it was a pain, and I want to make sure you see how bad it was. But we gotta organize it well to make sure that it's a good video, that it goes kind of like how to get your Mexican citizenship. We don't just want to toss a video that's kind of like iffy. We want to make sure it's well organized and make it the right way so that it's easy for everybody to access. So it'll be coming up soon.
Yeah, we also hope to make a video on how to get a driver's license in Mexico, which Kevin already got. So as we're going through these experiences, making mistakes and learning from them, you all are going to get all the good tips that, we had to make mistakes in order to get through.
Yeah, it took me 7 hours to get my driver's license. And it wasn't because it's hard. It's just
complicated.
It's complicated, yeah.
Yeah, but it's possible, right? Like we did it. So
yeah.
Phew.
Everett, you suggest Guadalajara if you haven't gone. O sea, super cool.
Super cool.
We like Guadalajara. We've been there for less than 24 hours, but
definitely want to go back.
We're definitely going to check it out again, hopefully soon. We like it a lot. There's a lot of good music, a lot of fresas. There's a lot of tequila, and there's a lot of mariachi. So it's really nice. We liked it. It's a very metropolitan city. It has a lot of things Chicago has, and it's really nice. So maybe we'll check it out. We heard it's a little pricey. But we'll see. We'll figure it out.
My little sister asked me, like, so what's a fresa? And I'm like, how do I explain? It's like, it's just like, it's hard to explain. So if y'all can help us explain, that'd be great.
A ver, Costera Meditation, Tracy Guatanejo Guerrero. Actually, our friend Yurio, who's also in the chat, he
recommended Cihuatanejo.
Yeah, Cihuatanejo. I heard of it a little bit, but I don't know much about it. So maybe when we're out there, we'll see. It's crazy. You get out there and time just starts flying. Like you want to make videos and you start organizing these things and you're in a certain place for a certain amount of time. And it's like, oh my God, it's already been 2-3 weeks and it got to get up and go. That's another thing with traveling too. You got all this equipment, and you're traveling and taking your stuff, and you have to be careful, and it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks for your comments, guys. Keep them coming. So we want to pose a question to you all and ask for your suggestions specifically in the north of Mexico. So that's where we're going to be. Where do you recommend we go? We've got Cihuatanejo, we've got Guadalajara. Somebody mentioned that your parents have been traveling from Michoacan since they're 20. Super cool. Let us know what you recommend for us. Really, our only plans are, of course, to go to Guanajuato for the wedding, obviously Oaxaca for some time, maybe Querétaro, and then beyond that, we're really not sure what the rest of this year is going to look like for us, but we could use some ideas. Let us know what you think. You want to see Monterrey? I want to see Monterrey. Kevin has family in Monterrey.
I want to go to Monterrey so bad.
Kevin has family all over Mexico.
Yeah, I want to go back to Monterrey. I haven't seen my family there in a long time, and it's always a good time when you go out there with them. So hopefully we get to see. Lucio, man, thanks for joining us. I was concerned you were going to be in the chat. Saludos desde Florida, dice. Saludos, bro.
Oh my gosh, Chiapas. We did not get to do Chiapas in our, in these past few months that we were in the South. And it's because we're going in the opposite direction. I think we're going to have to save Chiapas for another time, if not later in the trajectory.
Yeah, Chiapas, you have to be prepared too because it's a little cold. You need jackets and stuff like that, but it looks out of this world.
It's like canyons and rivers and lakes. It looks out of this world, amazing. And I wouldn't want to rush it and just try to go for like a weekend. I'd want to go for at least a month.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So you got San Miguel de Allende. We might be there next week. So
we might.
We don't know.
But we're just so tight on time. We might have to do some vueltas, go down to Oaxaca and then come back up. But we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are in San Miguel de Allende. La Huasteca. Yes. I want to go there. I think after Zacatecas, we're hoping to be in San Luis Potosí sometime at the end of August.
Visiting more family.
Hopefully catching La Feria. La Feria should be happening around that time. I have never been to La Huasteca. My dad's actually from San Luis Potosí, so we might go hang out there and hopefully meet up with them there so we can vlog there too. But La Huasteca is definitely on my bucket list. It looks beautiful. It looks a lot like Chiapas, but Chiapas is higher, colder, and I heard La Huasteca is really, really hot, and Johnny loves hot, so.
Leyendas épicas. Is this Portuguese? Leyendas épicas. You guys are very good looking. Aww, I know. Isn't he adorable?
For being 45,
Shut up. He's not 45.
Thank you.
Also, appreciate that.
Question: do you guys feel safe here? Where is here?
We're currently in Chicago, at this very, very moment. But are you referring to Mexico? Are you referring to Chicago? I don't mind answering either question, but please clarify. How do we make a living? I don't mind answering. So because of the pandemic, my career I have one of those remote working jobs right now. It's temporary, so I'm not going to be relying on this job to hold us out forever. But I'm very fortunate to be able to continue my remote work while we're making this transition in our lives to figure out where we want to live in Mexico. My professional background is in higher education. I went to college and then I never left. So I work in admissions and recruitment, and a lot of what we're doing right now is online. So shout out to my team for supporting my dreams.
And me, I actually left my job in January to make this move. We had been saving. I had been saving, and this is a years in planning. It wasn't just we picked up and just dipped.
No, we thought about this for a while.
We thought about this for some time, and it was always part of our plan to be able to do a move like this. So we were saving those. We don't really do luxury stuff. expensive stuff besides, this equipment that we had to get for this for this vlogging stuff. So we've been saving money. So be CEO, boss lady.
Yeah. So, but in terms of like the future, what we hope to do for income, I know that wasn't a question, but I know it does come up a lot. We hope to, of course, have some income revenue from YouTube, but we know that that's not going to be sustainable and that's not going to be forever. We're exploring some potential business opportunities. We're going to be volunteering with hostels in exchange for a bed,
a place to stay.
So highly recommend that as an opportunity. So that's what helps make our traveling more affordable too. We're always looking for ways to not pay for things, or at least give something in return. But otherwise, there's always teaching English online is going to be my backup once I can't have a job, or I've explored the option of getting a job at a university in Mexico. So I'd love to do that if that opportunity presents itself.
Everett, have you guys thought about expanding outside of Mexico eventually? I recommend Dubai, Turkey. It was a lot of fun and not as pricey as Chicago.
Yeah,
but almost the same. Yeah, we've actually been to Turkey and we loved it. We splurged.
Yeah,
it was a different story. It wasn't like a budget trip.
We went to Turkey before we started vlogging, so that we have a vlog on that, but it's it's not. It's more like past, showing you all, like showing you stories.
It's like a recap.
It is, yes. Thank you. That's the word.
Pictures and videos that we kind of took, and we have like pictures and videos of 17 other countries that we've been to. But it's just weird now to go back and be like, oh, look, this is
also because our footage sucks, and most of the videos I took were like this, and so we'd love to go back in time and vlog all those trips, trips we've taken, but
we definitely recommend Turkey. It's beautiful.
Yes, definitely want to go to Dubai. Definitely. I mean, we're going to take advantage of being able to explore Mexico. And then who knows, maybe if we get to retire early, we'll continue traveling the world. Yes.
Mexico's cost effective. How about teaching online? Yeah. Turkey, what?
Still building the courage to move, living vicariously. Go for it, dude. I'm all about, you can live vicariously through us as much as you want, but I'm going to tell you, go beyond that and make your move. People tell us that it takes courage to do what we did. And I don't know if I agree, but I also don't disagree, because it can be a little scary.
It's scary. I don't scary to go back again.
You have to be okay with unknowns, not having all the answers, not knowing what the plan is. And I know that can be a lot. But I hope that you're able to make it happen someday, Lucio. Teaching English online, Luis, yes, that is something that we've got as a backup. So if, my job can no longer keep me, then that's something I've thought about doing for sure. How did we meet? Do we want to answer that now? I think that's a really great question for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long story. It's like 3 blogs long. Yeah. But we've talked about making a video on that, because we met at work, but we started
in Spain,
but then got to know each other like for real, like in Europe. So we'll come back and answer that question for you someday. Turkey was amazing. Yeah, check out our vlog, Luis. The Cappadocia vlog is in Turkey, and I think we have an Istanbul one too. So check those out. They're not as great quality as maybe some of our more recent videos, but they're all right.
Somebody mentioned something about Orizaba.
Did you? Did I miss that?
Yeah. Sylvia, we discovered you from the Orizaba videos. My husband's family is from there. We're enjoying the travels. Mexico has everything from beaches to there. Oh, yeah. Definitely, I know. Yeah.
Mexico's amazing because it really does have everything.
Yeah, Orizaba is like...
Shout out to Orizaba.
Orizaba is like 70s right now. 70s all the time. And then you drive an hour and a half east of it and it's 100 degrees.
Beach. Beach.
Everett, if you're looking for remote work that is permanent, I got y'all. Hell yeah, that's what we need.
Somebody wants to hire us? All right, Everett.
It's how I've been traveling everywhere so far. Just an idea. Si quieren. Your options sound good.
Thank you. Everett, are we connected on Instagram? I hope we are. So we can
hit us up, man.
Touch base after this.
any extra money will go a long way.
All right. Hi, sister. Thank you for your comment. What are our tips for planning when it comes to budgeting for a trip? That's a great question. I think that's another good idea for a video. We have a lot of our own budget ideas, and I know lots of other vloggers make, budget tips, but
I think like Google Docs for us is Google Docs. Like we'll get like a little bit of it, like Google Docs going on there and making sure we give each other a budget, what we're making. Jenny's really good at finances and accounting, so we go based off of that. And yeah, definitely Google helps us a lot. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Pages, all that stuff. It makes us stay on a budget.
So back to leyendas épicas. You meant Mexico. You thought we were living in Veracruz still. So we were in Veracruz for like 2 months, staying with Kevin's family.
That was January and February.
Yep. He said you're in Guanajuato, and I always run out of money. That's why I asked. I mean, we feel safe. When we're with family, depending on, we know not all of Mexico is the same. Not all of the United States is the same. Someone mentioned there, Chicago's not the safest. That is also true. So, it depends on what city you're in and what kind of street smarts you have, and if you know locals who can tell you a little bit about what areas maybe to avoid at certain times, or what things maybe you shouldn't wear. Like Kevin has a cousin who's visiting from Mexico right now, and he was wearing
don't go into two. He was just wearing colors that might not be
that could be construed as gang affiliated. So we said, take off that shirt, let's put on another one. But it helps to have people to tell you stuff like that.
Yeah, hell no. He's walking around with these opposite gang colors around here. I was afraid the kids gonna get beat up, but he's just walking around. I mean, things like that. And it's the same when you go out to Mexico. Don't get involved with like government and stuff. And I don't know. There's a bunch that goes to it. I don't really like.
Maybe we can put together a list of safety tips.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right. I think that if there are no more like pending questions, we can start to wrap up. We're not trying to take up your entire Friday night. So I want to, again, thank you guys for joining this live stream. It really means a lot to us. Like, your support really helps us grow. And like I mentioned, we just started monetizing, and we're hopeful for this to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But even more than that, we're hopeful to spread some joy and spread maybe even a tiny bit of inspiration to other people out there who might be hesitant to take the plunge, or hesitant to visit certain places in Mexico because maybe they've heard that it's dangerous. So hopefully seeing our vlogs will help show that that's not necessarily the case, and that there are so many beautiful places and people worth getting to know.
Absolutely.
So if you're a supporter of this channel, and if you believe in what we do, we highly appreciate if you could share our channel with a friend, someone that you think might enjoy this. Like and comment on our videos, and if you can watch them as soon as they come out, great, or if not, as close as to when they are released. We know you're busy. And as you're watching it, if you don't mind watching the ads, that'd be great. That really helps us. The more people that actually watch the ads or let them play, the more revenue we get. And like I said, it's just a few cents per view, but it really does go a long way because they add up. So if you're interested in supporting us, those are just a few ways that you could do so. We appreciate y'all very, very much. And follow us on Instagram and Facebook if you haven't already. Having those accounts grow will also help us. We're going to be posting updates. So if you follow our Instagram, then you knew that we were in Oaxaca. If you were following us a month and a half ago, and we post a lot of things there that we don't necessarily are always posting on YouTube. So definitely connect with us there.
Yeah, we're pretty much live on Instagram, showing you everything side by side on what we're living, what we're experiencing. And then obviously the vlog, we then give you kind of a wrap up, or just try to give you the best idea possible. But before we leave, Luis Flores, hit us up on Instagram. Any way that we can make money, that would be awesome. Even if it's 20 hours a week. 20 hours a week is more than enough, I think. Especially when you're doing vlogging and when you're volunteering at a hostel.
You need the time.
Like a 10-minute vlog takes us up to 10 to 15 hours, maybe even 20 hours to make. Like, on a daily basis, that's a bunch already. And it's mostly because we just don't like to put out vlogs out there where we're just like, hey, walking around, and we like to make it very informational, fun, culturally appealing to people. So we like to put out good content. We try not to go more than 15 minutes, and we try not to go less than 8 minutes. Just because the attention span, we see a lot of people that put 30, 45 minutes.
Are you
and
saying
I'm like,
everybody here has ADHD?
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't like to watch videos that are past 10 minutes. Like, I see some people put like 45 minutes, which is great, but it's like a movie already. Like, I can barely even sit down through like 2-3 hours. So, yeah, definitely, we try to keep it all together and give you the best experience while the time that you're watching. But yeah, thank you so much. Please hit us up, Luis, on Instagram. We're still trying to make money, find different ways to make money, and we're up for anything. Like I'll do anything. Yeah. So
Steve G from NC said a couple of us gave you a shout out in the comments of La Karencita when she mentioned La Malinche recently. Ooh, I haven't actually watched this person's videos, but I know she's a vlogger in Mexico, so I have to check her out. I've heard she's good, and I enjoy watching other people. Like I enjoy watching.
That's the only way you get better, from learning from other people and
that's
learning different styles. La Malinche, I will say, was the toughest video we've ever made.
Not that we've made many.
No, but we've at this point we made more than 30 videos, but La Malinche one was like 80, almost 60 to 80 hours just sitting down, making sure that it's all good. And it's like my proudest thing.
Plus, we almost had a whole production team for that one. We had a whole community of people helping.
Yeah, the whole community. Shout out to la community of Voluta. They helped us out a lot. They set up everything so nicely for us, and it was beautiful. Like, it was awesome to be able to go back to my family's hometown and be able to shoot something like that. And it all came out really, really cool. So yeah, thank you so much for giving us a shout out. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
I can retire after La Malinche. Like, I'm done.
It's like, this isn't the highlight of my YouTube career.
Yeah, it feels like the summit of my editing career.
It will be hard to top the Malinche video for sure. At least that's our favorite. Let us know what your favorite is. All right. Also, keep an eye out for future Eat, Baila, Travel things coming out. We've got a website in the works, and potentially some swag, maybe some merchandise. So, we're still brainstorming where this EBT journey will take us, but we're really lucky to have you all along the way with us. So thank you again. I think that if there are no more questions, we're ready to wrap up.
Yeah.
There's only one thing left to say.
Se cuidan, se vayan, y nos vemos a la próxima.
Ciao. Love you guys.
Take care.